All right, gentlemen, y'all ready to do a podcast?
I mean, we already doing it. We're already doing it.
So I guess the first thing I'm gonna talk about, because I ain't ready to get into this football shit yet.
You actually know football?
No, he does not.
No, but we gonna talk about it anyway. So y'all know the rapper Mulatto. Everybody know the rapper Mulatto. Is everybody familiar with the rapper that is Mulatto who stole my name?
No.
Okay. So there's a rapper named Mulatto. It's female.
Oh, I think I've heard her. Yes.
Yes, and she's got some songs. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of today's rap, so I don't listen to it. But what I know about her, besides the fact that she's a mulatto, is that she's going to change her name from Mulatto to. It's a mystery right now. Nobody knows what it is. But the point is, she's changing it because there's controversy around the idea of her being mulatto. So first of all, I must apologize because I called her and I told her to change it because my name is Remy Mulatto, and I don't appreciate somebody being more famous than me with my name.
As you should.
Like, I've been calling Remy Ma all the time, and she not answering my calls no more.
I wouldn't call her. She might shoot you.
Yeah,
she might. She might.
Remy Ma?
Yeah. I'm calling everybody with my name, and I'm trying. But no, actually, so the main thing I want to talk about is because people always tell me how offensive mulatto is and how.
How gonna say that?
And the thing one thing that she mentioned is that people think that she looks at herself as better somehow by taking on that label. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which I don't understand, and I don't even. I can see people doing that, but I would never. I can see people putting that on somebody, saying that you think you're better, but I don't think anybody mulatto thinks we're better. No. All of us, most mulattoes, I think, have a certain degree of identity issues that makes us feel like we don't belong anywhere. So it's not about being above anybody. We're trying to fit in.
I would think that the name mulatto would be something that is. I can see why it's controversial because it's an older term that people used to go by for people that were mixed, that were black and half white. Yeah. So I understand the term mulatto, but it's almost like the term Negro.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, but is Negro offensive?
Anymore.
I don't think it is.
People, I don't think it's offensive. I don't think mulatto's offensive either. Yeah. I just think that it's an identity that people use.
See, it's like isn't the same thing as like is Oriental still offensive?
That's a good question.
It's not afraid. It's not a word that is used anymore. Yeah, I was going to say a bunch of more other
Chinamen.
Yeah, right. Offensive Asian words, but like I think somebody at a job one day said that like, oh, so Oriental. Like, wait, can we say that now? Like, I thought that word was. I don't know. Not
to me,
good.
Oriental sounds like a sauce.
Yeah,
I think
Oriental sauce.
I mean, Oriental just applies to Japanese. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I thought it was like just. I always thought it just meant all Asian. Like, yeah.
So maybe it means what it actually means is like
from the
Japanese,
from the
Chinese, Asian. You know, because Asian is too generic. Asian,
that is true.
Covers a whole group of people. That's like, no,
Russia
we're not.
is in Asia. Yeah. So if you're from Russia,
really?
technically, yeah.
See, that's wild.
Yeah. Russia's in Asia, technically.
Russia is in Asia. India is in Asia.
I think is in Asia too. Yeah. So technically, if you're Indian, you can be called Asian as well.
Arabic countries, like the Asian, is hella offensive if you really think about it, because it just blankets an entire sect of like people that aren't part of who we're talking about.
It's pretty much half the globe.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Western version, maybe not the Western, but what we call, like, I guess, people of color, because that's supposed to just encompass everybody that's not white.
Yeah.
Including Asians, apparently.
That's true, yeah.
Like, you ever hear that Asians being considered people of color?
I mean, technically, they are people of color.
Technically, even though they whiter than white people. You know what I'm saying?
Are they?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
They can be.
It depends.
I mean, unless they Filipino.
There are some Asians that are dark skinned.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, and so I think. But, you know, the term mulatto just means European mix and black mix. Yeah. So I don't understand why people. I don't think she should change her name because other people are offended.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the identity you go by, you should keep it. You know, like, fuck what other people think.
Well, and that's kind of my thing too. Is like, embrace the controversy. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of I think being a rapper is embracing some element of controversy. So if your name offends somebody, speak to those people. Like, have something to say to those people, because that's a lot of what hip hop is anyway. It's talking to your haters. You know what I'm saying? So if motherfuckers got an issue with your name, talk to them. Tell them how you feel about them.
Honestly, it's not a really great rapper name anyway.
Fuck that.
No,
it's amazing.
Well, no.
Well, just Mulatto,
because you're not just Mulatto. You're like Remy.
Well, my rapper name, once upon a time, back when I used to spit the bars, was Rem the Mulatto. Just Rem, and then it was the Mulatto. I was telling Ed about the origin of this earlier. I just came up with it based off the show Heroes. You ever see the show Heroes? And there was a
Long
guy
time
on
ago.
there, and his name was the Haitian. Like his first name, the last name Haitian. That was his name. And I was like, that's the coolest shit in the world. This is the most mysterious motherfucker I've ever
For
heard of in my
anybody
life.
wondering, this is season 1 of Heroes when the shit was still good. Like,
So coming off of that, I was like, I want to be something like that. What do I have? What am I? Oh, I'm mulatto as fuck. Okay, I'll be the mulatto. And then, Remy came from some other shit.
I'm sorry, I like that phrase. I'm mulatto as fuck. Like, there's
I'm
like
so mulatto.
variations of it. Like,
Yes.
Like you're slightly mulatto. Nah,
You know why? Because
No,
some people identify more as black, some people identify more as white.
That is true.
And I've been on the side of identifying more as black, but the more I realize I don't necessarily fit in as much as I would like to, I realize I have to embrace mulatto because I can't ignore the white half.
See,
It's everywhere I go.
Well, I mean,
that's hilarious. Wait,
yeah, go ahead.
that's hilarious to me because you're blacker than me on most things.
Well, you mulatto too, then, motherfucker.
Like, it's just like
You mulatto on the
musically,
inside.
like entertainment wise, like I tend to side more with like white people than like some white shit.
That's true. Ed has some of the most diverse tastes
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
I guarantee you, 3 of us at this table, all are mulatto. And it ain't Ed. All 3 of us are mulatto, technically speaking. Like I even know because
How far back you think yours
my
go?
great grandma, when I was doing my ancestry, when I came across the census report from that year and identified my great grandmother, when they said race, it said mulatto.
Yeah.
So, and she was, I guess I'm a little bit half black, half white.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact I got European DNA in me because I've done the ancestry test.
Yeah.
So I think people typically think that mulatto is for people who are extremely light skinned, right? That's what the term mulatto is.
Yeah.
But technically,
Yeah.
any of us can be mulatto, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel like you got some white history? Like
Well, he has Spanish history.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Well, yeah, in my family because it's
so that just not to completely cut you off, but one thing that I learned recently, I feel like mulatto kind of stems more from a Spanish, I guess, view, like from a
It
negative
is.
perspective.
It's a
Yeah, because it's a
Spanish
Spanish word.
Yeah.
So from a Spanish perspective, I think that's where it was more used. It wasn't really used in like America. I think it was used in Spanish speaking countries where you had dark skinned people and then you had I guess the
real light
white
skin,
whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, America had the way of just taking shit from people and just making it their own, and
Yeah.
ignoring
Just-
the history
yeah.
behind it.
it just turned you something and then that's it.
Like that sounds good. We're gonna just take that and just use it for what we want to use it for.
You want to know what one learned word that I learned maybe a couple weeks ago is that there's also a feminine version of mulatto, which is mulatta.
Didn't
You know what
that.
I mean? So
Didn't know
like, if
that.
anything, mulatto should change her name to mulatta
That
because
is
she's
true.
a woman.
Yeah.